Roblox The Strongest Battlegrounds just had a massive update where they added a brand new Iron Giant Ultimate Mode, a new Monster Garu moveset, and a ton of brand new emotes to the game. Oh, and did I mention there's a brand new admin-only character in the game? Stick around to find out. But there is a bunch of crazy other things that they added in this update that you probably didn't know. Like this right here, my glowing purple fist. So today I'm going to be telling you guys 10 different things in the Strongest Battlegrounds update that you probably didn't know were added. Starting with the first thing that you guys probably didn't know was added to the Strongest Battlegrounds, my purple fist right here, like what I just said. Which, if you don't know already what this is Suiryu's passive mode. And I'm going to show you how to get it right now. If you didn't already know how to get Suiryu's passive, it's actually very simple. All you have to do is hit a finisher on anybody or even the dummy, and there you go. You now have a glowing purple fist. Now, fun fact about this glowing purple fist, only you can see it. Any other player in the Strongest Battlegrounds, well, they don't see you have a purple fist. And this purple fist is more overpowered than you think it is. Because not only does it spawn in a dragon which smashes down a player, but it is the only M1 in the entire game that can hit through a block. What? But check this out. If I actually go ahead and get my finisher one more time, but this time I actually get a volunteer to stand in front of me, it is going to become very obvious that this is not a normal M1. Because usually if a player is blocking you, as you can see, you cannot hit through a block no matter what. There's nothing you can do unless you have Suiryu's passive mode. Because if you use the uppercut, you hit through players' blocks. Yeah. That is overpowered. But that's just the first thing of 10 different things in this update you might not know. So let's move on to the next one, which is number 2. You can now change the color of your emotes. Do you notice that that emote was just purple? Well, now it's green. And now it's blue. I actually had no idea that they added this. One of my friends showed me this. But with the power-up emote, this is the only one that I know so far. If you hold it down, you can actually change the color to whatever you want. So if I wanted it to be red, look at this. It's now red. I think that's pretty cool. If they actually make it so you can change the color of movesets and the color of emotes, you're going to be able to do a lot of crazy stuff in the Strongest Battlegrounds. And I know that was just a small little thing that you might not have known, but there's a lot bigger ones later in this video, like the admin character that I mentioned earlier. But alright, thing number 3 that you probably didn't know was added in this update, the next limited time emote. As you can see, every single day or so, there's a new limited time emote. And the 2 that were released recently was this one right here, the True Aura emote, which is by far one of the biggest aura farming emotes in the entire game. But there's also the Last Will move, which is actually a death emote. But would you believe me if I told you that the next limited time emotes were just leaked, and I am going to show you guys exactly what they look like before the update even happens. Check this out. And shout out to OG Shinobi for this video. Here is an emote called The Strongest, which is obviously based off of our friend Gojo. Look at that. And that's not the only one that was leaked, because there's also this one. This one's called Emerge. And this one is a reference to Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, where, look at this, you can summon in a weakest dummy. Just like how he summoned the ant. Yeah, bro, look at this. Like, this is crazy. This is actually insane. These emotes are literally going to be broken. There's also this emote right here called Final Spark. Look at this. This is literally a black flash. They're adding a black flash to the Strongest Battlegrounds. These are all emotes that are going to be released soon, and they look absolutely insane. Like, bro, that is insane. And check this out. This one's called Divine Form, which is literally Goku going Ultra Instinct. These were all added in this update, but because they're limited time emotes, they haven't been released quite yet. But when this timer runs out in about a day, expect them to be for sale. But alright, before we move on to the next one, I want you guys to comment down below if I have told you guys any new information, and if you've already known some of this before I told you. But alright, the 4th thing that was added in this update that not a lot of people know is this. The Blade Master's brand new passive mode. So as you can see, the Blade Master's passive is obviously the Flaming Sword. This was already in the game, which, if you didn't know already, does extra damage when you hit somebody. But not only does this Flaming Sword not go out until you actually hit somebody, it used to go out after like 10 seconds. It was not very overpowered. But it also has a down slam variant. Check this out. If I go ahead and I down slam somebody with this, boom! Yeah, that is insane. That is so cool. Watch this. I'm gonna do it again. Boom! It looks way cooler than the normal down slam. I'm gonna do it one more time just because I think it's so cool. Like, dude, that is insane. All that fire is so cool. But all right, the sixth and next thing that you probably didn't know was added in this update, or this one you might have actually known, but I don't know if you know all of them. They added a bunch of brand new finishers to movesets in the strongest Battlegrounds, including the one I'm using right now, Atomic Samurai. And I'm gonna show you all of them. So this is the first brand new finisher right here, the Quick Slice finisher, which is by far one of the most insane finishers in the entire game. It starts a cutscene. Usually finishers don't have cutscenes. That's a whole cutscene. Oh, and that's not the only one, because this moveset got one too. Saitama, the strongest hero. Yeah, this one got a finisher added to the consecutive punches. By far, one of the craziest finishers in the game. Now, that one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of that one. I think that one looks a little bit weird. Why is there a whole cutscene for just consecutive punches? But this next one definitely makes up for it, because this one actually belongs to the moveset Speedo Sound Sonic, the Deadly Ninja. That's right, Speedo Sound Sonic got a Flash Strike finisher, which is super hard. This might be one of the craziest finishers in the entire game. See, that is what a finisher should look like. Oh, and did I mention that another moveset got finishers too? That's right. The next moveset that got a finisher was this. The Tech Prodigy, aka Child Emperor. It got two finishers, actually. It got one for the Weboom, which spawns in one of the little spiders, and then spawns in another 3 spiders. Yeah, it's kind of broken. And then also the Plasma Cannon, which is by far the coolest finisher in this entire update. Watch this. Yeah. You literally create a black hole. And then, did I mention that you get a railgun if you hit this too? It's this character's passive, which I'm gonna count this as the 7th thing you might not have known. You literally get a railgun. Look at this. And not only do you get this, but it does an insane amount of damage and goes the entire map. It's like a mini serious punch. That was the 7th thing. I've covered 7 things now. I've still got to say 3 more things. Bruh. It's a good thing that the next 3 things are going to absolutely blow your mind. Which, by the way, if you've made it this far in the video already, make sure to smash the like button, because we just hit 2 million subscribers and we're on our way to 3 million. But all right, the 8th thing that I'm going to show you guys in this update that you probably didn't know is the brand new admin character. I told you guys about KJ when it first came out, when it was a secret admin only character. Well, there is another one. So let me show you. And by the way, credit to Jeff for this video, but here it is, the new admin character made by Mr. Cool. Check this out. Yeah. Literally an admin only character that you literally can't even unlock in the game. And a lot of people are actually commenting saying that this character looks a lot like Whitebeard, and I honestly agree with them. But this is the second move right here. Look at this. Dude, that is so broken. Here is the third move. I don't know what any of these moves are called, but bro, like, I love the effects on these. They're just so unique. The VFX are like unmatched almost. Wait, can you charge this move up? Ooh, you could charge that move up. Look at how high it flung the dummy. And then here is the last move. Like I said, I don't know what this is called either, but this is literally an admin-only character. They added another one, and it's freaking Whitebeard, bro. I see something that says peak in this corner of the screen. This is literally peak. This is literally peak. This is so cool. Now, will I be unlocking this moveset anytime soon? Probably not. But if I do, I will make sure to make a video on it right away. So yeah, I bet a lot of you guys didn't expect that to be in the update, because I sure didn't. But all right, number 8 is that in this update, they added a brand new morphing ability, which is pretty much prop hunt or hide and seek. And let me show you. Now, to access this, you need to actually get build mode, place down a block, and then you can configure the block to give you a moveset modifier move, which literally you just need to put morph, this morphing ability. And now, if you go and touch the block, you can morph into anything, like a tree. Like, look at this. I'm just a tree in the strongest Battlegrounds. And this isn't the only thing that you can morph into, because you can actually morph into many different things, like this. Let me go ahead and use it again. Let's see what I become this time. I became a lamp pole. Look, I can just pretend to be a lamp pole in the strongest Battlegrounds. This is so weird. There's also, you can become a different type of tree. Wait, hold on. Look, this actually looks just like the trees in the strongest Battlegrounds. If you were in a game and you saw this, I bet you wouldn't even notice that it's actually a person in disguise. This is so cool. And yeah, there is countless different things that you can actually morph into. Wait, let me use it one more time. I want to see what else I can become. Oh my gosh, I just became a massive tree. What is this? Why is there such a big tree? It's literally taller than the actual map. Bro, what is going on? So yeah, there is definitely gonna be a lot of crazy videos that I can make with this morph thing, like a hide and seek or even a prop hunt. But that was the 9th thing. It's time for the final thing that you probably didn't know that they added in this update, which is brand new maps. And to do this, I also need to go into build mode, but this time I go into the save menu and scroll all the way down, and I can spawn in different maps, like the Forest Duels Arena. Look at this. This is the arena from Duels mode. Oh, and there's a Valley mode as well. There is a forest mode. You can literally teleport yourself inside of a forest. Like, think about the crazy strongest Battlegrounds matches that you can have just in this different maps and different vibes. I think there's actually a lot more. Hold on. There's a city. Ooh, I think this one's actually supposed to be the Shibuya Scramble Crossing. I've actually been here in real life. And bro, just look at the detail in this map. It's so freaking big. It is so cool. There is also a mountain map, which is literally a freaking, like, an arena on top of a mountain where if you fall off, you die. There's a desert map out in the middle of the desert where, you know, you'll never be found if you get killed. And then my personal favorite, this beach map, which is like a beachside Crimson Forest map. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This update might be one of the coolest updates that the strongest Battlegrounds has ever added. I would even go as far as to say that it's better than the KJ update. But what do you guys think? I want you guys to comment down below if you knew any of these secrets before I actually told you them in this video. And if you made it this far into the video, hit the subscribe button. You made it this far. It's literally the end of the video. But I'll see you goobers in the next video, and adios.